By the way, your eyes and eyelashes are stunning.
You're so sweet.
Like,
Thank you.
really? Raven, is this what you fell in love with? Because I see it.
It's the eyes.
No, the whole bone structure is perfect.
It was the eyes, though.
Oh, the body's tea too? Yes, honey. I live.
I love you.
I love you too.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Miranda Moments, where I dive a little bit deeper with a guest. And today I'm sitting down with Karamo Brown.
Hey.
Hi, Karamo.
Hi, I'm ready.
Welcome to Miranda Moments.
I love a Miranda moment.
Right? It's fun. It's cute.
It is.
Today I want to dive into friendship with you.
Okay.
And I think it's very interesting because friendship is easy for some, difficult for others. And I want to know how you made friends when you were younger.
Well, I'm not an introvert, so I've always been I'm an extrovert introvert. So and I can be woo, and then I need to be in my house. That's why I don't go out nowhere. Nobody don't see me out. But the way that I make friends is it's always just seeing people who are most loyal. And I'm one of those people, I don't test people, but you know immediately if you can do something or be with somebody. And so when I was younger, I would just see who would be there for me, if I say, hey, can you make sure you're there at 8 o'clock because I'm a little nervous to get on the bus by myself. And if they get there, I'm like, oh, you down? And then I just cultivate that relationship.
Do you have you made friends as an adult?
Yeah, so this is the crazy part with me and friendships as an adult. I make a group of friends and then switch them hoes out every 5 years. I do.
Really?
I do. I'm so known for making a whole brand new friend group because I have my core. I have my core friends that I've had for 20 years that I'm down for, that I know. And so then I'd be like, well, what season am I in? What kind of fun am I trying to have? You know what I mean? After I broke up in this one relationship, I went to my slut era and I wanted my slutty friends and I wanted everybody around me to be a slut. And then I had eras where I was I want everyone to be ballet and opera nerds. And so I find those friends and
So you're able to go to different groups and get different needs met, but then you have your core people who are just people. And is your core group smaller?
My core group is smaller. My core group is 6 people.
And those are
we hang tough. We don't separate. So they come around when I have these new friend groups and they always girl, who are you around now? Yeah, who are these people? And they go with it. And then they see them disappear. And they're like, okay, who's coming next?
So what makes the core the core?
Loyalty. I think that's the loyalty, communication, and honesty. Those are the things that make a real friendship. And if you can't find that in people, then you're looking for the wrong things. If you're looking for what they can do for you, if you're looking for how much they are there for you, then that's it. Loyalty means that we just got each other's back no matter what. We're always going to communicate through anything, and that's what makes the core the core.
Have you found friendships that are more fulfilling than romantic relationships?
Yeah, my best friends are my platonic soulmates. I literally call them that. I've lived my life with them. The other day, my best friends and I were talking about the best moments of our lives. And it dawned upon me because I was having a hard time thinking about what's the best night of your life or the best day of your life. And it dawned upon me, and I said this to my best friend, and this is a true story. I said, the reason it was so hard is because they're all the best because I'm with you. I've literally spent a lifetime with you. And so because we've spent a lifetime together, I just think every time I'm thinking about something that was crazy and wild, I want something to stand out. But I'm it was a great night because we were together. And so, yeah.
That's amazing. Being a parent, do you feel a friendship with your kids?
Yes and no. I come from the old school a little bit where it's I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. But I allow us to have conversations where they can be open and I won't judge them like a parent would. So that's the real tricky part because I don't think that you should, my son's mother and I, we talk about this. She likes to smoke weed with my son. And I'm against that. I'm you the parent. If he smoke weed, it's cool. You smoke weed, it's cool. You come smoke weed with me. But you should never be let me light the blunt for you. You know what I mean? I think that's a slippery slope to I've been at a Hollywood party here and I almost threw up. This woman was yeah, my son does coke. I'm gonna give him a little bump. And I was bitch, did you just give your son a bump? What the fuck? I'm what the fuck is wrong with these folks? You know what I mean? But I think there's people, places and stuff where they're y'all doing the most, and I'm no, I'm your parent. The boundary of what a parent is needs to stick. But if you have something that you really need to talk to me about, I want to know that our line of communication is open, similar to a friendship, where you can talk to me because in that moment, I'm not going to judge. I'm going to be here to listen and guide you.
Yeah. I think it's really crazy when you see parents who are working so hard to try and be cool and be their kid's friend. Because I, similar to you, feel that same way. Like
Yeah.
there are boundaries and lines.
yeah.
And I think that growing up in the world that I did in LA with a bunch of like private school.
So you knew the kids who did bumps with their dads.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I was just like, this is so, and my family experience was so different than that.
Yeah.
Like no way would that ever be allowed. And I just think it's really weird. It's so obvious too, I think, when you see parents trying to be these like cool kids.
Yeah. I always think to myself, parents that are trying to be cool haven't found themselves.
Yeah.
And they're latching onto their kids because they're lacking their own self-awareness in order to find peers that are their own age, or they're so afraid of detaching from their kids and allowing their kids to grow that they're like, I need to be in their lives always. And like the healthiest things to know is like, you have your own life, your child has their life. And of course, that love will always be there. And then also, it's appropriate for your child to grow on their own.
Yeah.
And so, like, parents that do that, you got to do the self-work.
100%.
You got to do the self-work.
I think it's always proof. The proof is in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, when you see parents who are doing that, you're like, you just haven't figured yourself out, and you need to. And I think that's a slippery slope. When it comes to your friends, do you have an open door policy? Are you like, mi casa es su casa, come in whenever you want, show up unannounced?
Only one.
Only one friend.
Yeah, only one friend can do that. His name is Trey. Best friend Trey Best friend Trey has every code to every house. He has a copy to every key. He has copies to all my credit cards. He has everything.
He's giving life partner vibes.
Yeah, he is. And I'm like, bitch, you could fuck me up if you wanted to. Like, you really could just come in there and blow my whole shit because you have everything. But I have a key to his house as well. But he's the only one that's open door. You stop by anybody anytime you want. But the funny part is the real friendship we have, we know not to.
Understood. You get the boundaries.
He got the boundary.
Yeah.
Like, he can come over anytime, but he always gonna be like, hey, what you doing? You want me to come on? Like, we always still check in. And I think that that's, again, going back to, like, that healthy communication is like, you have full access, but we never take advantage of it.
Yeah,
But most people don't stop by my house unannounced.
I hate that.
Don't do it.
I hate it so much.
Don't do it. And my house is always clean and always pristine. Like, I'm OCD. So it's ready for guests.
Yeah.
But I don't want guests.
No, same. I feel that way. I'm very much like, I want to plan you coming, and then I also want to tell you exactly when you're leaving, because that's it. Like, I have my limitations.
I want to let you know, you and I would be great friends.
I feel like we would be
like
great
literally.
friends.
I mean, like literally, you would never be like, oh, Karamo's over saying his welcome. You'd be like, yeah, so we're probably gonna get out of here at 5. At 4:40, I've already put on my shoes. At 4:46, I'm already at the door.
And you already knew that you had to take your shoes off. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You got that. You
Yes,
see?
of course
you got
I did.
that. I'm not
Amen.
tracking my shit to your house.
No.
I'm not doing it.
You are my
and then
friend.
as I'm in the car waving goodbye at 4:50,
Yeah.
you're closing your door and you're like, bitch, we got another 10 minutes, girl. Like, let's relax.
I'm
like,
texting you in those 10 minutes to plan the next hangout because I was so happy about the one we just had. Yes, 100%. What
I got
else are we
you.
doing together?
I got you.
We're not going shopping. We know that because
No,
we
we're
don't
not
know how
going
to
shopping.
shop.
We're not going shopping.
Are we doing like skincare stuff?
I can do skincare.
Can we get like facials?
A heartbeat.
Okay.
A facial where we can have some moments where we don't have to talk because we have the facials
Like
on.
all of them mostly.
And now we're just watching the TV, but we're in each other's company.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Oh my God.
Sign me up.
So here's a problem that I have though. I have a problem making friends and keeping friends. My wife says that I want it too bad. So I come
Yeah.
off like desperate, and then I'm like, hi, let's like, and I'm too eager. And then I get dejected though, because I don't always want to be the initiator. And so I feel like if I'm not initiating, things don't really happen. But I also don't really know how to articulate this. So I'm going to try. I feel like there are some people you meet and they just like hook into you.
Yeah.
You just feel them after you go, and you're like thinking, I don't feel like I'm one of those people. I don't feel like I'm a hooker.
You've hooked into me.
Maybe I'm maturing.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm like developing my hook.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the past I haven't had that.
I will say this
Maybe it's confidence. I don't
To
know.
your wife's point,
Yeah.
I understand how people in LA make it feel sometimes like desperation if you want it. But I also believe that at this point, once you pass 25 and 30, there has to be an intention about wanting a friendship.
Yes.
And I believe that one of the things that I see in adult life which is why I'm able to like create these new circles, is I'm always like, so do you really want to hang? Like, I'm really quick on being like, what's the intention? And once I get the first sense that they don't, I don't overly pursue it. I'd be like, you gone. Because like, if you were to text me and be like, you want to hang, I am intentional about friendships, I would hit you back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I think there is a bit of a confidence in knowing like, bitch, the people who are going to be intentional about what you want are going to be there.
Yeah. I think also
And let go those other hoes go.
exactly. I
Fuck
think
them
I
hoes.
put too much expectation or weight on friendships, but I'm speaking from like a younger person, a younger brain, right?
Yeah.
When I just felt left out as a kid
That
and I
makes sense.
wanted to feel included in a group and have my people. But now as like an adult who's fucking busy, who's married, I don't have as much time. So therefore it's not as whatever.
Important, yeah.
The intention though is more important because then it's like if I'm giving my time to somebody, it better be somebody who I feel good with or we're vibing correctly or I'm being refueled because my least favorite thing is an energy vampire friend.
Oh my gosh. Like literally the best thing I ever learned in my 30s is how to get rid of energy vampires, bitch. I sense them a
Yes.
mile away.
How do you do it?
Bitch, I'd be like, girl, you got too much energy for me. Let me go. And that's what
You
that's
just
my
tell
line,
them.
bitch. Yeah, that'd be my line because when you say you got too much energy for me, it's a cute way. They don't feel insulted. They'd be like, yeah, girl, you know, like whatever. And I'd be like, bitch, but it's too much,
Yeah.
bitch. And I walk away and I've told them why. And so I don't feel bad when now
Yeah. Yeah.
we're done.
Moving on.
Yeah. And it's a cute way. I'm telling you, take that. Be like, girl, your energy.
That's a good tip.
Your energy is a lot, girl. What is it cute? Bye.
Now it's time for me to read you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent or you can answer truthfully. Either way, your responses will probably be used against you in the comment section. So, guilty or not guilty? Snooping through someone's bathroom cabinets on the first visit.
I don't snoop, do I? But do I snoop through people's cabinets? No, I snoop through people's other shit. Like, because the cabinet ain't got nothing new in it. So, like, cabinets, I won't snoop through. But,
You'll snoop through something else.
yeah, girl, like, people forget, like, a top drawer really is where it's at.
A bedside table?
Yeah, girl, that's where it's at, girl. And I'm just going to peep. I'm
Yeah.
just going to see a little bit.
I like
see
it.
what's going on in there.
So, guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Buying crystals for the vibe without knowing what they actually do.
Oh, I don't buy crystals, girl. That's a waste of money.
Amen. Guilty or not guilty? Forgetting you're wearing a mic and talking a little bit too freely.
Guilty. Did you say guilty?
He said not
Yeah,
guilty.
not guilty. Not guilty. I'm fully aware, girl.
Guilty or not guilty? Talking to your pet like they're a human.
If I say, aren't you a pretty girl? Is that talking to them like a human? That's a human?
So guilty.
Okay, guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Starting a show with someone and secretly watching ahead.
Oh, guilty. I'm watching ahead. I want to know the ending.
Really? Oh, we established this. You don't like surprises.
Yeah, I don't like surprises,
You're a
so
control
I know.
freak.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah,
just
yeah.
pretend.
Yeah, I'm watching it again.
Oh, yes.
I'm watching it again, and I'm not gonna ruin it for them, but I
Right.
already know what's coming.
We're the same on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Karamo, thank you for having Miranda
Amazing.
Moments with me.
By the way, your eyes and eyelashes are stunning.
You're so sweet.
Like,
Thank you.
really, Raven, is this what you fell in love with? Because I see it.
It's the eyes.
No, the whole bone structure is perfect.
It was the eyes, though.
Oh, the body's see too. Yes, honey, I
I love you. Thank
I
you
love
for doing this with
you
me. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to check out the full episode with Karamo airing this Thursday, and I will see you next week with another Miranda Moments.